If you've bought a home before, you might think buying one in Louisiana is basically the same. But after helping people relocate here, I can tell you there are a few things that surprise almost every out-of-state buyer. None of them are deal breakers, but there are definitely things that you'll want to understand before you make an offer. So today I am sharing what nobody tells you about buying a home in Louisiana. Hi, my name is Jen Gamble and I'm a local realtor here in Northwest Louisiana. I've lived here for almost 40 years and I help people buy and sell homes all over the Shreveport and Bossier area. On this channel, I share what it's really like to live here, explain the home buying process, and hopefully make your move a little easier. Okay, let's jump in. One of the first things relocation buyers ask me about is homeowners insurance. What is it? If you're moving from another state, especially somewhere farther north or out west, your insurance quote might surprise you. Louisiana has some of the highest homeowners insurance costs in the country, and there are a lot of reasons for that. The important thing is to budget for it early. I always encourage buyers to get an insurance quote before they've fully committed to a house, because it can affect your monthly payment more than you might expect. The second thing, flood zones. Now, just because a home is in Louisiana doesn't automatically mean it's in a flood zone. That's probably one of the biggest misconceptions that I hear often. Some homes do require flood insurance, many don't, and every property is different. That's why we always check the flood maps early in the process instead of making assumptions. When you want to look, that is what we will check. And another thing that people don't always think about is termites. We are in the South and it's just simply part of life. Now that doesn't mean that every house has termites, but termite inspections are a normal part of buying a home here. Most homeowners also have an annual termite contract to help protect their investment. If you're relocating from another part of the country, that's something that you may not be used to. But here it's just considered good home maintenance, so make sure to do that during this process. Now let's talk about foundations for a minute. Louisiana soil expands and contracts as moisture levels change, so it's not unusual to see some foundation movement over the years. Now that doesn't automatically mean there's a major problem. In fact, you'll probably hear the words foundation repair come up often, more often than in other states. The key is understanding what was repaired, who repaired it, and whether it was done properly. And that's exactly why inspections are so important. Speaking of inspections, I always recommend getting one. Even if the home looks absolutely perfect, an inspection helps you understand the condition of the property before closing. It's not about finding reasons not to buy the house. It's about making an informed decision and learning about what's going on with the house. Another thing that surprises buyers is how much humidity affects a home. Our climate is very different than places like Colorado or Arizona. Air conditioning isn't just about comfort here, it's really an important part of protecting your home. Keeping your HVAC system maintained, changing filters regularly, and managing indoor humidity all help protect the house over time. Here's another thing that surprises a lot of people. Property taxes in Louisiana are actually relatively low compared to many other states, especially if you're moving from Texas. That can be a pleasant surprise for a lot of buyers. If the home is going to be your primary residence, you may also qualify for Louisiana's Homestead Exemption, which can reduce your taxable value. It's one of those little things that many relocation buyers don't know to ask about, but a realtor is going to help you with. And while we're talking about costs, don't forget about utilities. During the summer months, air conditioning works hard here. Energy costs can vary according and depending to the size of the home, its age, insulation, windows, and the HVAC system. It's another reason why I encourage buyers to look beyond just the purchase price and think about the overall cost of owning the home. Now, one thing I always remind buyers is that every house tells a story. Instead of asking, is this house perfect? I encourage them to ask, has this house been well cared for? Those are two very different questions, and a well-maintained home that's 10 or 20 years old may actually be a better fit than a newer home that hasn't been cared for. At the end of the day, buying a home in Louisiana really isn't something to be afraid of, it's just a little different. Once you understand the process and you know what to expect, it becomes much less intimidating. And that's why having someone local who has been around the area and knows how to guide you through the process can make such a big difference. If you're thinking about relocating to Northwest Louisiana and you're not sure where to start, I would love to help. Whether you have questions about neighborhoods, insurance, flood zones, or just want to know what the buying process looks like, feel free to reach out in the contact information in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, I would appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button. Every single week, I will share honest advice about buying a home, relocating to Northwest Louisiana, and what it's really like to live here in the Shreveport-Bossier area. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.